Okay, so today we're diving into something, well, a little different.
Yeah, definitely unique.
We've got this, you could call it a digital love letter, I guess?
Right, a love letter, but created with AI.
Exactly. And then edited by a human, someone called Ira Warren Whiteside.
For Caroline Grace Boehm, his partner.
Yeah, and I know what you're thinking, an AI love letter. Sounds a bit, I don't know.
A bit out there.
Yeah, exactly, like something out of a sci-fi movie or something.
But stick with us on this one because it really makes you think about, well, about the line between technology and human emotions.
Like, where does one end and the other begin, you know?
Totally. So the letter is called an Agentic AI love letter.
Okay, agentic AI, now that's a new one for me, I've got to admit.
Yeah, it's a term you don't hear every day.
So break it down for us. What does that even mean?
Basically, it means that the AI is working with a human.
Okay, so it's not just like some robot churning out love poems on its own.
No, not at all. It's more like the human, in this case Ira, is guiding the AI.
So it's more like a collaboration.
Yes. Exactly. Like imagine having a co-writer who helps you shape your ideas.
Okay, I'm starting to get it. So it's not about robots taking over love. It's more about using tech as a new way to, I guess, express it.
Right, like a new tool in the toolkit of human connection.
And speaking of tools, this love letter mentions a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, it references the Four Agreements.
That book by Don Miguel Ruiz.
Yeah, exactly. And it actually hints that the book played a big role in their relationship.
Okay, so for anyone who hasn't read it, the Four Agreements is all about, well, it's about personal freedom.
And happiness.
Right, finding happiness by making these agreements with yourself.
Exactly. So like be impeccable with your word.
Right, that's one of them.
And don't take anything personally.
Don't make assumptions.
Yeah, and always do your best.
Powerful stuff. But I'm curious, how do these agreements, how do they actually play out in a love story?
Well, there's this one line in the letter that really stood out to me.
Oh, yeah.
It says, they climbed into their love and they have not fallen into their love.
Climbed into their love. That's an interesting way to put it.
Right. It makes you think.
Yeah, it's not the typical, falling head over heels kind of love.
Exactly. It's not about chance or fate.
So it's more about choice, like making a conscious decision to be together.
Exactly. It's about intention and effort, which ties in perfectly with that first agreement, being impeccable with your word.
Oh, I see. Because if you're choosing your words carefully, you're being more honest and thoughtful in your communication.
And that builds trust, which is essential for any lasting relationship.
Makes sense. And there's this other line that really jumped out at me. It says, their love is in their winter.
That one's powerful.
Yeah. And, winter usually makes us think of, like, coldness.
The end of things.
Right. But here it just feels different.
Yeah, it's like winter is being used as this powerful symbol.
So what do you think it symbolizes?
Well, think about winter. It's a time when things slow down.
Yeah, it's quiet, peaceful.
Exactly. And maybe their love has, moved past those early storms.
Into a season of calm.
Exactly. Like their love has matured and transformed.
Yeah, like a fine wine. It's aged into something deeper, richer.
It's a beautiful image, and it really challenges how we usually think about love and aging, doesn't it?
It does. It's like saying love doesn't have to fade with time. It can actually grow stronger.
Absolutely. And I think that's a really hopeful message, especially in a culture that often, worships youth.
Definitely. It's like saying that love has its own seasons and each season has its own beauty.
Exactly. And speaking of seasons, let's not forget the role of AI in all of this.
Right, because this isn't just your average love letter. It was crafted with the help of technology.
And that makes you wonder, right? Could this be a glimpse into the future of how we express love?
Yeah, like, will we all be using AI to help us write our love letters?
Or poems or songs.
Or even just to, articulate those deep emotions that are sometimes hard to put into words.
It's definitely possible. Imagine being able to capture the essence of your feelings, with the help of AI.
It could open up a whole new world of possibilities for connection and expression.
And maybe even help us to understand ourselves better in the process.
That's a fascinating thought. So we've got AI and human emotion intertwining philosophical concepts woven into a love story.
And a whole new way of looking at love and aging.
It's a lot to unpack, that's for sure.
Definitely some food for thought.
It makes you wonder, could this be the start of something bigger? Could this be a future where technology helps us understand and express our deepest emotions in ways we never thought possible? What do you think?
I think it's definitely a possibility, and it's a future I'm excited to see unfold.
Me too. It's going to be interesting to see where this all leads.